Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby, and up, down, and around town. Well, Sunday, June 25th, we went to the rededication of the World War II monument at Bishop Park. And we're going to go right to that, and Mark Haltz, the past commander of 217, starts us off.
Honored veterans, distinguished guests. Welcome to the rededication ceremony of the Wyandotte World War II Memorial, a sacred gathering to honor the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Today we rectify a profound oversight by adding the missing 11 names to the bronze plaque, ensuring that their memory and heroism will be forever remembered. As we begin, I invite you to please rise for the opening prayer led by the VFW chaplain, and stay standing for the posting of colors. This is VFW chaplain Dale Chapman. We just had a World War II vet show up, so we're gonna wait till he comes up. We get him up front before we start the prayer.
Wow, that's 40? World War II, 40 what? You know? Around 45. He's over 45.
Pops, how are you? You want to come up and sit next to Henry? Okay, come on. Bumpy right there.
Very old too.
Good afternoon. Almighty and merciful God, as we gather here today, we humbly come before you to pay tribute to the fallen heroes of World War II. We ask for your guidance and presence as we rededicate this memorial and remember those who gave their lives in service to our nation. Grant us the strength to carry their legacy forward and to be worthy stewards of the freedom they fought so valiantly to preserve.
Presentation of colors by the American. The presentation of colors. Officer of the day, post colors. Would you all please? Present art. Order! Order! Color guard dismissed. You may be seated. Lawn and the commander of the Veterans of Foreign War Post 1136, Mike Sampson.
Please stand.
Will you all please stand?
Please stand, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance. Uncover. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Cover.
1136 Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States Department of Michigan and Post 217 American Legion of the United States Department of Michigan, we dedicate the roll honor which records, so all may see the names of those brave men and women who served in the fighting forces of our great nation. May their noble deeds live forever. I now invite our special guest, World War II veteran, Henry Pavovar, and Rod McLean, who is a family member of Chester Corman, whose name is being added here, along with Elena Wojciechowski. Don't get murdered. To unboard to the planet. Before us are the names of 11 more men from our community who served in the United States Armed Forces. Billy L. Boyd, Hazen Branch Jr., Chester Corman, Adolph E. Kalin, Louis A. Kawatowski, William A. Laughlin, George P. Ostowski, Jack V. Paget, Ralph R. Scholl, Floyd H. Stone, and Clarence J. Zempel. We honor them, we extend to them and their memory our deepest respect. I will now invite the Commander, Aaron Lawn, of American Legion Post 217, to share a story with us about one of the people on this plaque.
So we have a picture here of Chester Torman. I'd like to just share that with everybody while I give this speech. Chester Torman was born on August 23rd, 1923 in Tecumseh, Michigan. His family moved to Wyandotte in roughly 1928. Chet, as he was called, attended Washington Elementary, Trinity Lutheran, and Roosevelt High School. Chet loved his country and had a deep-seated sense of patriotism. So much so that just after his 17th birthday, he quit high school and enlisted in the United States Navy on September 12, 1940. After boot camp, he was assigned to the USS Houston, a heavy cruiser. Chet was proud to be part of a fine ship and crew. On February 25, 1942, along with other Allied ships, the USS Houston engaged a Japanese attack force in what is known as the Battle of Java Sea. After the battle, the Houston, along with the HMAS Perth, a light cruiser, retreated to the northern coast of Java to refuel and rearm. Unfortunately, the port had been heavily damaged. They were only able to get a small amount of fuel. On February 28th, at 1900 hours, they departed through the Sunda Strait, believing that no Japanese vessels were in the area. At approximately 23:15 hours, they spotted ships. Unfortunately, it was the Japanese strike force landing troops on Java. The Perth was the first to fire. The Perth was hit by 4 torpedoes and sank shortly after midnight. The USS Houston was alone and was able to fight for another half hour, but after 4 to 6 torpedo strikes and numerous shell hits, the order was given to abandon ship at 0:33 hours on March 1st, 1942. The USS Houston had a complement of 1,061 sailors and Marines. 693 perished. The rest were taken as POWs. Seaman First Class Chester Chorman, along with 692 of his shipmates, fell in the defense of their country. From the American Revolution to the global war on terrorism, more than 1 million Americans have made the supreme sacrifice. They died so that we could continue to cherish the things that they love: God, country, and family. This is why we are able to gather here to honor the memory of the fallen warriors who have given everything for their country.
I would now like to invite up the commander of the Veteran Foreign War, Post 1136, to share a story with us.
Today we are privileged to have in our minds a living link to the heroes of World War II. We invite Henry Pivovar, a 100-year-old World War II veteran, to unveil a monument in honor of the 11 brave souls whose names are now forever etched upon it. Comrade Pivovar served in the Army Air Corps, now known as the Air Force, loading bombs onto bombers. He is the VFW Post 1136's second oldest living member, oldest in Michigan, and continues to honor veterans both young and old. Comrade Pivovar, thank you for your service and a commitment to the community of Wyandotte.
On behalf of American Legion Post 217 and VFW Post 1136, I'd like to welcome the mayor of the city of Wyandotte, the Honorable Rob DeSena.
Thank you. Before I start, I want to introduce Councilwoman Kelly Steck and Chris Calvin, who are with me. I see my friend after every jingle. I don't know if you introduce or not, but I got to recognize you. I just wanted to say that it's an honor and a pleasure for me to be here part of this dedication. I'm going to give you the history of kind of how the city was involved. In March of 2022, I got a message that Rod McLean had called and wanted to meet with me regarding the World War II monument. I had no clue what it was about. I didn't know what to think about. So we met, and Rod expressed his concerns about Chester Corman, a relative of his that served the country, has a state, but he did not have a city. And that stuck with me. There's a guy that gave his life for all of us and didn't have a city to call home. And he let me know that there were other members as well. And he said, I think Brian Martin at the 1136 VFW had a list of some of them. So he wanted to see about adding their names to the World War II monument. And I said, I'm 100% behind it. So I asked him, I said, please put a letter on the council agenda so all the council members are on board 100%. And that was on the March 28th, 2022 agenda. It was obviously voted unanimously. Referred to the mayor's office to form a committee. So we formed a committee, and it was members of 1136 and 217, Rod McLean and Lena, I'm sorry, Andrew Lassie. I'm usually pretty good with some of those folks' names. But anyway, we all met, and they just dug in, and really, we had number of meetings, but after every meeting, Rod and Lena would just really get involved as far as who might we have missed. We didn't want to miss anybody, and there still might be somebody out there that will add them on if that's the case. But I have to give them credit for all the hard work that everybody put into making this happen. I want to thank Julie Sadlowski, who's the mayor and council's secretary. She kind of kept us informed as far as when our next meetings are, what's the agenda, what the task at hand was in between meetings. So Anyway, then the other recognition I'm gonna give is the Woodruff Monument. You guys can probably speak to this better than I, but they stepped up and got this done in a quick period of time. So I was worried, like, okay, when are we gonna do this, and so on and so forth, but it happened. It happened, and you guys did a great job. Like I said earlier, as far as when it hit me that they didn't have a city. Well, now we can say all 11 of these soldiers, servicemen, have a city. It's the city of Wyandotte, and we're proud to add them to the monument. Thank you.
On behalf of the City of Wyandotte Veterans of Foreign War, Post 1136, and the Department of Michigan, please join me in welcoming the Department of Michigan Commander for the VFW, Comrade Commander Ray Lopez. Commander, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Wyandotte Post 1136 Commander, American Legion, Wyandotte Post 217, Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, Mayor of Wyandotte, Rob DeSena, distinguished guests and fellow veterans, and ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand before you as a Department Commander for the Veterans of Foreign Wars in the great state of Michigan, filled with gratitude and admiration for the unwavering dedication of VFW Post 1136 and American Legion Post 217. These esteemed organizations have exemplified what it means to ensure that no veteran is ever forgotten. As we gather here, surrounded by the solemnity of this great dedication ceremony, we honor the memory and the history of our fallen heroes. Their sacrifice is the bedrock upon which our nation stands, and it is our duty to remember and commemorate their service. The Wyandotte VFW Post 1136, the Wyandotte American Legion Post 217, have tirelessly carried the torch of remembrance, ensuring that the sacrifices made by our brave men and women are never overshadowed by the passage of time. Through their tireless efforts, these organizations have preserved the legacy of our fallen comrades and the spirit of camaraderie that unites us all. Honoring the memory and the history of our dead is a solemn duty, one that rests on the shoulders of each and every one of us. It is through the efforts of organizations like the VFW and American Legion that we are reminded of valor, sacrifice, selflessness displayed by those who came before us. I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to Congresswoman Debbie Dingell and Mayor Rob DeSena for their unwavering support of our veterans and the commitment to our community. Your tireless efforts in advocating for our service members, veterans, and their families have not gone unnoticed. Your presence here today is a testament to your dedication and the high regard you hold for those who have defended our nation for freedom. To the members of Wyandotte VFW 1136 and Wyandotte American Legion 217, I commend you for your relentless commitment to our mission. Your tireless efforts in organizing events, supporting veterans and their families, and preserving the memory of those who made the ultimate sacrifice have left an undeniable mark in our community. Together, we must continue to ensure that the stories of our fallen heroes are shared and that their memories live on, and their sacrifices are never forgotten. Let us remember that the true measure of our nation's greatness lies in how we honor those who gave everything for our freedom. In closing, I extend my heartfelt appreciation for each and every one of you for it is through your collective efforts that we may pay homage to our fallen comrades. As we rededicate this World War II memorial, let us recommit ourselves to the sacred duty of honoring our veterans and preserving the history they forged with their blood, sweat, and tears. May God bless the Wyandotte VFW, the Wyandotte American Legion, Congressman Debbie Dingell, Mayor Rob DeSena, and each and every one of you here today. Together, we shall ensure that the sacrifices of our heroes are forever etched in the annals of history. Thank you, May God bless our veterans, our community, and the United States of America.
I'd like to also today acknowledge the attendance of the Military Order of the Purple Heart, Ron Allen, Department of Michigan Commander. We are honored to have with us today our guest speaker, past commander of VFW Post 1136, Brian Martin. Please welcome him to the podium as he shares his thoughts and reflections with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and esteemed veterans. Today, we gather here at the Wyandotte World War II Memorial to pay tribute to the brave souls who selflessly gave their lives in service to our nation. It is in a solemn occasion that fills our hearts both with sorrow and gratitude. We stand before this memorial, a symbol of remembrance, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of our great nation. As we come together to rededicate this hallowed ground, we do so with a sense of purpose, to rectify a profound oversight from the past. Today, we proudly add the missing 11 names to this bronze plaque, ensuring that their sacrifice and heroism will be forever etched in the annals of history. These names, like countless others inscribed on this monument, embody the courage, valor, and unwavering commitment of freedom that defined an entire generation. World War II was a time of unprecedented global conflict, a battle fought on every front, a struggle for the very essence of humanity. In the face of unparalleled adversity, these young men and women stood tall, ready to defend the ideals upon which our great nation was founded. They fought not only for their families, their communities, or their comrades, but for future of liberty itself. Today we remember the sacrifices of those 11 names now added to this memorial. We remember their unflinching resolve, their unyielding determination, and their unwavering love for this country. They were sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers. They left behind families, dreams, and aspirations to answer the call of duty to protect the freedoms we hold dear. Let us always also remember the families who bore the weight of their absence, the mothers who anxiously awaited letters, the fathers who toiled at home while their sons and daughters fought on distant shores, the siblings who felt the pain of an empty chair at family gatherings. They too sacrificed and endured their pain forever, intertwined with the legacy of these fallen heroes. But today is not solely about remembrance. It's about a renewed dedication, a commitment to honor the past by embracing the present and by shaping the future. Today we rekindle the flame of gratitude within our hearts, a flame that should never flicker or fade. We must take up the torch of their legacy and carry it forward, ensuring that their sacrifices are not in vain. Let us always draw strength from their example. Let their valor be an inspiration to us all. In a world clouded by division, let us remember the unity that emerged from the crucibles of war, a unity that transcended race, religion, and background. Let us stand together, bound by the ideals that make this nation great. The 11 names we add today, though late in their arrival, are now forever woven into the fabric of this memorial. They join the ranks of courageous and honored and the unforgettable. Their spirits join the chorus of voices, urging them to be worthy heirs of their sacrifice. So let us leave here today not with just a renewed appreciation for those who fought and fell in World War II, but with a renewed commitment to uphold the values they so valiantly defended. Let us honor them by living lives worthy of their sacrifice, lives filled with compassion, integrity, and unwavering dedication to justice and freedom. May this memorial stand as a testament to their bravery, a constant reminder of the price of liberty and the depth of our gratitude. Let us ensure that future generations, as they pass this sacred place, will be inspired by the stories of heroism that echo through these walls. Today, we honor the fallen, we pay tribute to the past, and we embrace the future imbued with the spirit of those who gave everything so that we may live in freedom. May we always remember and never forget. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Past Commander Brian Martin, for your inspiring words. Your dedication to honoring our veterans is commendable, and your message will surely resonate with all who are present here today. I now invite the commander of VFW Post 1136, Mike Sampson, up.
Now, as a mark of respect and gratitude, we will render a military salute with 3 volleys of rifle fire. Let us remember those who served and those we lost. All rise and attention. One arm. Fire. Present. Arm. Fire. 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 One arm. Present. Arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we salute, we honor those who fought and died during World War II for our freedom. Color Guard, post. Retire the colors.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Up, Down, and Around Town. Bye now.